places like Osaka, Hokkaido. We just got back from Kyushu. It's been an amazing opportunity to really see students all over Japan, young people, getting excited about politics, getting excited about issues that are of social and political relevance to today. The consumption tax topic is, in the newspaper, it's in the headlines, it's something that affects your future. So it's really exciting to see you here today, to listen and form your own opinions. Whoever you think does the better debating, or whoever you think presents a compelling case one way or the other, that maybe will inform how you think about the issue as it progresses. I'd also like to echo Sean's thanks to the Japan Debate Association and also the Benesse Corporation for generously supporting this tour. It happens every year that U.S. students come to Japan or Japanese students come to the U.S., and it's an amazing opportunity for cultural exchange. So, thank you. Now I will give my order. First, I will start with the case arguments on from the 1AC. Then I will answer their negative observation. Then counterplan 1 that deals with the savings tax, 2% increase in savings tax. And then counterplan 2 that involves privatizing the pension system. Cool? I will begin my speech now. Japanese consumers are so nervous about the future of their retirement programs that they are not spending money now. Sean's cross-examination question demonstrates that consumption is low now, which means there is only the possibility that the plan makes it better. This is Yomiuri Shimbun 12. Young people are spending less on luxuries, such as cars these days, and saving more out of concern that the government will be unable to maintain the public social security system in the future. The government should raise the consumption tax soon to stabilize the social security system, said Ryutaro Kono, an economist with BNP Paribas Securities Japan Limited. It would remove people's fears and lead to more active consumer spending. This also answers their next argument. Our Tabushi and Fujii evidence proves that a meltdown is coming soon. If the yen is devalued, that would lead to a massive economic collapse in Japan, which would obviously be worse than a slight decrease in consumer spending. Now I go to counterplan 1. Counterplan 1. This counterplan does not disprove that increasing consumption tax is a good idea. Permutation, do both. Furthermore, there is no net benefit to the counterplan. If savings are taxed, Japanese people will simply keep their money in foreign banks, which means there is no solvency for the counterplan. Furthermore, banks can offset the cost of a savings tax by increasing interest earned on personal household accounts. This means that there will still be an incentive to save. Extend 1AC Rimkus evidence. 30% of Japanese society is aging. Those people do not have savings accounts because they rely on benefits. This means that their evidence is disproven. Furthermore, the negative Koike evidence does not say anything about a savings tax being an effective way to raise money. It doesn't. It is simply a statement about the amount of savings that currently exists. Their Shirakawa evidence has no data whatsoever saying how much an increase it would represent. Finally, only a consumption tax is sufficient to solve. This is Yoneyama 11. When the basic pension funds were diverted as funds for the supplementary budget, it was clear only a sales tax would be able to supplement the lacking funds. End quote. Now to the pension privatization counterplan. This also does not disprove the resolution. Permutation do both. There is no solvency for foreign investors. extend Tabuchi from the 1AC. The OECD says that foreign investors will only respond to an increase in consumption tax because Noda has promised and staked his political career on making that happen. Also, their example for a successful pension system is Chile in Latin America. That's a terrible example. Chile has a terrible pension system. Would you prefer to live in Chile rather than Japan that has a sweet pension system? I think not. Finally, there is no evidence that indicates that it would be successful to increase the pension system for foreign investors, which means it doesn't solve the debt crisis. Thank you.
Cross-examination time for the native.
May I ask you? Maybe kind of on one. You say only sales tax can solve it, don't know.
Yes.
So please tell me the reason why only sales tax can solve.
This evidence says that when the supplementary budget was made in the Diet, it was crafted in such a way that only a sales tax would be able to raise funds fast enough to meet the next budget.
Next budget, okay, I understand. Then, and kind of on two, you said the Noda promise the raising the consumption tax, so maybe only this way is better.
So I think this goes back to the last question time, where you asked, is raising tax revenue, yen, key? No. It is the perception by foreign investors of whether or not Noda can get the job done. That is why the plan is
I want
key.
to know that when the Japanese primary balance, that means the tax revenue increase and why such motivation, perception, the investor never change?
The perception of investors hasn't changed because consumption tax has not been raised.
But when the primary balance will surplus, why they want to downgrade the Japanese government bond?
They have downgraded Japan's government bonds because they have failed to pass a consumption tax in the amount of time promised.
So breaking the promise lead to the downgrade.
Exactly. Our Tabuchi evidence says that the reason that Fitch and Standard & Poor gave for the credit downgrade was the broken promise.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Then, so we count on two. And also you said that thank you, sorry.
Preparation time for the native.